Hey everybody, I want to show you the image trace option that Illustrator has to offer, which again with this more recent update in the 2018 Creative Cloud version, image trace lives under these quick actions under the properties panel here, image trace. And what image trace does and why it is so great is it turns a raster object like a JPEG, which we've talked about what a raster object is. It has pixels, okay? Turns that into a vector. And what can we do with vectors? We can resize them infinitely, make them very, very small, make them very, very, very big for a billboard. So another way, if a client sends you let's say a digital photograph of an arch, for example, and wants this made into a logo and maybe part of an illustrated logo that can for a billboard on Route 140. You can see if you can utilize this image trace function and go from there. So what I've done is I have this image of the arch on my desktop and I've right-clicked on it and I've done open with Illustrator and it opened up here, and you can see it here. If I wanted to crop this image, I could just hit crop and maybe I crop just to get this pillar out of the way. I'll hit apply or press enter. There we go, cropping in Illustrator, super straightforward. Then I'm going to go to image trace and I'm going to go to black and white logo and see what happens, and you'll have this kind of waiting period where things are happening that you can't see that they're happening, but it's happening. And then all of a sudden you will see the difference like that. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to open this panel and click on this advanced option, and I'm going to choose ignore white. And that's going to do as it sounds. It's going to ignore all of the white fills, which is great for our poster project in particular, which I'll show you in a second how that can be utilized. Okay, so once I'm happy with the way things are, I can hit expand. There we go. Everything has been changed into a vector. I can hold down shift and scale things up or scale things down, whatever sizing I need. I can also change the fill color, or I should be able to. There we go. Okay. Oh, I think it's in a, because it's in black and white, it's in a black and white mode right now, so I'd have to go in. Maybe I can recolor it. Let's see. From here I can adjust the color to whatever I need it to. I'll say okay. And now I have, this image that I can use wherever I need to use it. So going back to my poster, you can see that I have this image trace vector drawing of Peterson Hall behind me, and I've adjusted the colors and also the opacity of that image so that it isn't as dark. And right now I have that image locked, or I did have that image locked up here. So there you have it. That's image trace and why image trace can be so great and very quick. Imagining having to draw all of this out with the pen tool, it would take forever. So image trace works really well for a lot of